Now, there's been a lot of intros over time to the Three Musketeers, right? And this was my first one when I was younger. It was also my second intro to Logan Lerman because I loved him and Percy Jackson. It holds a special place in my heart, and I'm totally rating this movie with a biased opinion. So, yeah, no facts, just feelings. So let's get into what's not that bad about Three Musketeers from 2011. Welcome to another episode of It's Not That Bad with me, Jared, where we take bad movies and positively review them, and this one is a little nostalgic for me. 2011's The Three Musketeers was a goated movie. Okay, probably not goated, but for me, it's still pretty decent. I like to look back at these negatively reviewed movies back in the 2010s and see if they were actually bad. Now, The Three Musketeers is 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. I would have expected more because it was cheesy, yes, but like still a decent movie. And honestly, I freaking love Logan Lerman. He was the guy I wanted to be when I grew up. Like his characters, at least in like the two movies I saw him in, which is Percy Jackson and this movie, they were so cool. Especially this movie, he's so cheesy. He's a nice guy. He's a little stubborn, and I'm like, man, I totally resonate with that. They were all things that I projected onto myself, and so I reviewed this movie closer to like a 9 out of 10 because I'm totally biased. Anyways, let's get into the AI movie plot for this week, where I like am too lazy to write out the actual movie plot and script that. And ChatGPT just tells me what the plot of the movie is, and I'm here to read it to you. So the story follows D'Artagnan, Logan Lerman, this hot-headed, like young swordsman from the countryside who travels to Paris, dreaming of becoming a musketeer. And honestly, we don't know what a musketeer is. There, he crosses paths with the legendary trio known as Athos, Porthos, Aramis. And after some comic dueling mix-ups, he earns their respect and joins their cause. France is then on the brink of war, and political intrigue runs deep. The scheming Cardinal Richelieu, with the help of the deadly spy Milady de Winter, plots to destabilize the monarchy and seize power. To do so, they frame Queen Anne in a fake affair with England's Duke of Buckingham, threatening to shatter France's royal reputation. The Musketeers, with D'Artagnan on their side, launch a daring mission to retrieve the Queen's stolen diamond necklace before the scandal breaks. Along the way, they battle sky pirates. Okay. Survive elaborate ambushes and showcase their unique fighting styles. In the end, their loyalty and courage expose Richelieu's plot, clear the Queen's name, and restore honor to France. D'Artagnan finally earns his place among the Musketeers, proving their motto true: all for one and one for all. Man, sky pirates. I don't think they battled sky pirates, but who knows? Now, obviously, this movie is relatively simple in plot, but there's 3 things that I want to get into that I think are, like, good. First, the character concept of D'Artagnan, because I love me some Percy Jackson. He's loving, he's this ladies' man, kind of, caring, and he doesn't, like, break character. Like, he's always this consistent character. You always know what he's gonna do. Right? Like, obviously he's gonna go save the girl. Obviously he's gonna go hit on said girl. And obviously he's gonna try and do his best for the Musketeers. He's just genuine. And we're like, I think in a way we're all like him. In a scene in this movie, he's like being made fun of because like he's like, oh yeah, I love the stories. Like, that's where I like base my character off from, like myself and who I want to be. And you know, that resonated with me because I think we do the same. Like in this movie, he tries to be heroic, tries to duel that one guy to defend his horse, and he just gets shot, which is a little bit embarrassing. But I'm like, oh man, that's kind of how the world works, you know? The world's just gonna shut you down. and it kind of sucks. But I'm here to tell you that you should be yourself, and you can find yourself based on stories and movies. And I felt like I was D'Artagnan when I was young. Anyways, moral of the story, we should all just be like D'Artagnan and stick to our roots, tell the truth, and see if these cheesy pickup lines work on the first woman that you meet. Or man, depending on who's watching today. Second, it's sort of 90s movie quality and spoofiness. Like it kind of reminds me of the Princess Bride. It's kind of cute. You'll have all these scenes from Logan Lerman where he's trying to pick up the girl, and it's like he thinks he looks so smooth, but it's just not. Especially in the acting, but also I liked the acting. It's funny and it kind of just works for this movie. Also, the point where like the king guy, the Louis the 14th, you know what? I don't know, King Louis, he was trying to hit on his own wife. And I'm like, why are you trying to hit on your own wife? Turns out it was just like this weird arranged marriage thing where like they didn't like truly know each other and didn't know each other's feelings all that well. But he realized he actually had feelings for her. And I'm just like, oh man, that's kind of cute. Also a little bit cheesy because you see in the scenes because that he is he's like nervous around her, and I'm like, oh, it's something I can relate with. You've also got James Corden being like this deeper comedic relief, but also not too comedic. This is like kind of like younger James Corden before Carpool Karaoke. You've got these like really ornate outfits that are in this movie, like the blues, the greens, the hats, the set pieces, and it's very reminiscent of that specific century in France that, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but it just seems like it. The fighting, for some of it, felt really slow. And it felt like the musketeers were like blocking hits and expecting it before they come, which is, also reminiscent of Princess Bride in terms of their whole fighting scenes. Obviously, it's, also the swordsmen in the Three Musketeers where, because of their sword skills, they're just so good, they can really recognize hits before they move, before the opponent moves. They're just that good because they're musketeers. The whole montage and planning stage before that English fortress thing was also cheesy, and it played exactly like a heist. That was cheesy for sure, but still cool. Third, the Musketeers are really vague in this movie, and it's kind of dope. And what I mean by that is like the Three Musketeers, in terms of like what they do, what their actual occupation is just like, you live to serve France, and that's it. That's all we get. But I like that intrigue. Hear me out. They fight for France, but they don't really explain in the movie what musketeers actually do. Like, they say they serve King Louis, but like doing what? And why were they fighting the Cardinal's Guard, even though they were on the same side, essentially? Honestly, it makes it seem like the Musketeers are like these like weird French secret agent type things. They can do whatever they want in the name of France, except for fighting like political wars. It seems like they're like special ops, like modern day black ops that get to do what they want and whenever they want, as long as it's under the guise of like, I'm here to protect France. And they also have to do what King Louis says. And it seems like they protect France covertly. And it seems like, like that's something that I had to figure out for myself. It also doesn't seem like that title of a musketeer holds that much weight, because the other guards were just, the Cardinal Guards were just trying to take them down. And I'm kind of into that because it makes them like seem like a lower status than everyone else, even though they're tasked with like these legendary missions. It's kind of strange, but I'm in for like the political intrigue, like it kind of makes it seem like we're like not the audience, but we're like part of the movie. Like, what do the Musketeers really do? Man, I love Logan Lerman.